can't you spare me over till another year? Oh, death, please spare me over till another year. Oh, if someone would pray, could you call some other day?
This all started, Jeff, at the last ICW when Ison called off KOBK for making a save.
All this over what? A title? Status? Pride? Clout? I still don't know really what crawled up y'all's asses, but it don't matter now.
Breaking down big time tonight between KOBK and the Coven of the Goat, if they haven't been already.
We got a break shot. What? Look at this.
Come on, you f***ing!
KOBK and the Coven, they're gone for a month.
What?
Campbell's hanging from the board. He's choking him out.
Holy shit!
He just lost all life there.
Get him. He's got the chair set up. What is he thinking?
Oh my God! He's on the chair.
Yo!
The angel of death.
Azrael, an absolute legend of the South, NWA Wildside.
But Campbell and Heeter are not done.
Heeter.
We had to give you a stern reminder of exactly who you crossed. But we still held sentiment in our hearts for when you were our friends. That time was put in the dirt for good. And you saw exactly what happens when you provoke us.
This far? They're gonna take it this far? And one time we held Coven down. Too far.
They stepped on our letters. They got our boys out here bleeding. And you know what we got? You know who we need? It's called Lutha.
Red Ison with the rag tanks out now. What the hell? Our wire board. Jesus. Yeah, screw you too, Mose. Oh, what the hell?
But this building's not gonna be standing if this continues.
What we just did was make a statement. I never wanted it to go this far and us to get into this shit with you guys. But we went too far and there's no coming back from this shit.
Dylan Hales, you know what you have to do.
KOBK and the Coven of the Goat, that issue's gotta be settled. And we're gonna do war games again in this building.
Oh my God.
Those scary old days we're bringing back. The all or nothing days. The blood for blood days. Those are the only days we know. August 24th, War Games. It's always been, it always will be. Killer be killed.
On August 24th, one more time, the Coven of the Goat steps into the most dangerous match in professional wrestling, the War Games. The 7th level of hell will look like a picnic compared to what you're going to experience in the cage.
August 24th, we go slaying, boys.
Will enter every 2 minutes. submit or surrender.
Welcome back from intermission. We are live for the main event of TWE 11 Years Strong Night 2. Rob Weathers in the booth, joined by TWE matchmaker Dylan Hales. And Hales, it's time to go to war, man.
It is going to be a war. It is August the 24th, 2024. I'm so happy to join you here, Rob. Now, I'm not necessarily happy about all the circumstances that have led us to this moment because it has made my life a whole lot harder. But in pro wrestling, when there's a problem, the best way to solve it is with violence. And when I look around right down there in that ring on a hot summer night here in the TWE arena, and I see the four men that represent KOBK, Sean Campbell, Lutha X, Hardway, Heeter, Brett Ison, maybe the most iconic figure in the history of this building over there, and Mose, my boy. I'm gonna be honest, I got boys on both sides of this. When I see them come out, you can feel that vibe, you feel the same, and you know you're gonna get that.
Entering the ring first, representing Kill or Beat Kill, Sean Campbell.
Sean Campbell gonna start things off for KOBK. The Coven of the Goat will be the next ones to make their entrance. 5-minute period to start us off one-on-one. And then after that, we will have competitors entering the ring. And we know after the home stretch, KOBK is gonna get the advantage, Dylan.
We do in fact know that. Brett Ison winning that captain's match against Jaden Newman. There was a technical wrestling hold there. They're not gonna be into that tonight, Rob.
Absolutely not. You can see right there, light tubes coming out with the Coven of the Goat. We've got all this plunder around the ring. We've got the doors, we got more light tubes, we got boards, we've got what? Think about it, we've got it. As you said, this is not a wrestling match. This is war. This is only the second War Games match I know I've ever called in my career, Dylan. And I know that this is going to be unlike anything I have personally ever seen. And considering what we've seen over the last 12 months here at TWE, it's going to be unlike anything a lot of people have ever seen. This is a bloodbath waiting to happen.
Yeah, this ain't for the faint of heart. Before we came back from intermission, I literally instructed the live crowd. I was basically trying to tell them, look, you got little kids that are squeamish. You make one step outside.
Introducing the first competitor for the Coven of the Goat.
Oh, wow. Look who it is.
This has got to be a calculated decision by Coven of the Goat. We've seen these two go to war in singles competition in this building before with a cage around them during ICW's weekend here back in April. Tank getting the victory that night, but we cannot get a victory in the opening moments of this match. We have to wait for all competitors to be in here. You know Coven of the Goat know that Tank has Campbell scouted.
There's that bell, 5-minute period. That's a great point, and it was that very cage, Rob, that exact cage. Tank stepped on the throat of Campbell across a bar beam to choke, almost killed him, and we're starting off right away. Tank, the hardcore legend in this area without question. Really, frankly, when you talk about legends of deathmatch wrestling, legends of ultraviolence, he ranks in any area in the world. He's just pulling at the face of Campbell.
Just trying to rip the cheeks right off. Now he's fish hooking the nose of Sean Campbell. And I broke in down there in Atlanta, Georgia, and the name Tank means something down there. And just as it does here in Chattanooga, Tank, whenever you talk hardcore wrestling, Bloodbath Behemoth is more than a nickname. And speaking of, here comes that sickle that we've seen it with for years, but Campbell knew he had to do something to get immediately on the attack.
Any and all things legal in that cage, of course, the Coven of the Goat. For the purposes of this match, we've got Tank, Nathan, Mowery, Azrael, and Jaden Newman. Jaden unable to compete last year's War Games with a broken jaw. He's here tonight. Remember, Tank last year chose to start as well in the cage. At 2 straight years, Tank has chosen to start off.
Leading by example is the Bloodbath Behemoth as he's got the single right to the forehead of Campbell. Campbell immediately bleeding.
Normally I'd be considering levying fines for that, but in this environment, it is what it is. We got to settle this thing.
Something that I've been telling Mose here month after month, Dylan, is some people are just destined to fight all the way to the grave, and that could be exactly what we are seeing. The end of days for one of these teams, if not both of these teams here tonight, as Tank gets right to the forehead.
Man, the thing about this is, if we're being completely honest about this, if we're being completely straightforward about this, in almost any circumstance, in almost any team, if you saw KOBK versus blank, you would say they're going to kill him in a fight. If it's just Coven versus blank, they're going to kill him in a fight. Absolutely. Tonight they're going to kill each other.
That's exactly what we're seeing so far. We've still got some time to go before this initial 5 minutes is up. We do know, after getting the advantage at home stretch, somebody from KOBK will be entering next. We don't know who it would be, but Tank is not concerned with that right now. All he is concerned with is inflicting as much punishment on Campbell early in this match to make sure he is a non-factor moving forward, and that's what it's starting to look like right now, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the game. You got to get both teams at full strength in before the match technically even begins. Don't do that. Don't do that. Rob, he almost cut his hand off. I mean, if you cut a finger off, you take a finger or a digit off, your whole hand's going to split in two. I'm going to have EMS in here. Police are going to shut us down.
Just getting started, baby.
Just getting started. I heard Jaden yell from ringside. That's a horrifying thought. We're not even through the first 5-minute period. Lutha's down there trying to coach up Campbell, it looks like.
We've still got 3 competitors to enter for each team, not to mention the Reverend and CJ Lawler on the outside as well. And the staple gun right to the nuts.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention Mose is out there as well, but you know, if you're Campbell, you're not worried about Mose or anybody else right now.
Oh, that's so hard to watch.
Tank is just reveling in this.
Well, this is Tank's playhouse right now. This is Tank's home field advantage. This is where he feels at home.
God! Keep in mind, to a large degree, Rob, we talked about their previous rivalry at ICW, the previous match, rather, Tank and Sean Campbell. But in many ways, this all started at ICW when Krule and Matt Tremont basically attacked and ambushed Jaden, Newman, and Tank after a war inside the chains. Campbell and Heeter tried to come out to make the save, and Brett Ison called him off. Now, I got a lot of respect for Brett Ison. I've known him since he started, but I've never understood that choice, and that's why we are doing this tonight. It all started with that moment.
I'll go loose point first.
Oh, the fork right down low once again. We saw the Reverend pass the fork over to Tank just a moment ago and continuing to go to work on Sean Campbell. This crowd begging for violence.
The longest 5 minutes in wrestling history.
You can feel the air getting sucked out of the room already, and to your point, not even 5 minutes deep, still just 2 of the 8 competitors in the ring right now.
The next competitor in 5, 4,
Oh, wait.
3, 2, 1.
Tank's gonna have eyes in the back of his head here.
Somebody from KOBK, but who will it be?
Oh, wait.
It's the Pitbull,
Now,
Dylan.
Hey, I wonder if they called an audible. Did you see there was a conference there? Mose and Heeter and Lutha were all... I don't know if that was the original batting lineup. They might have called an audible on the field, Rob.
You have got the captain of one team already, the Bloodbath Behemoth, the legend of hardcore wrestling, the godfather of the Coven of the Goat. You had to send in Shredder. You had to send in the fearless leader of KOBK. And you see Jaden doing the moral compass on the outside. Now he is just gritting his teeth, especially after what happened at home stretch.
Yeah, there's a lot of personal history there. Those two guys, Brett Ison was like a big brother to Jaden Newman. When Jaden Newman was trying to get over the hump, and Brett, in a way, has said this isn't personal. He says he doesn't even know how we got here, but we are here, and now Tank in an offensive just like that. That's why that advantage is so important, Rob.
And it's going to continue to look like this until everyone has entered the match. But by that point, if KOBK keeps this up, Coven is going to have a very, very hard time recovering after this.
You're not kidding. I do want to note Shiny Shoes is the official of record here. But I've got Kimbo and I've got Ref Kev there to try and, if the situation calls for it, come on standby. Last year we had referees getting knocked out, but also to keep order. Do what you can to keep these teams apart on the floor. I mean, this is scary. We've seen them destroy the building multiple times.
I remember leaving this spot to hold back Mose, and I thought that was as bad as it was going to get, but look at this now. Oh my God.
You see the whole time, the whole KOBK crew there. Getting in Tank's face, of course. Tank, Mose just murdered him with those tubes a couple months back in that very ring.
Chair to the midsection.
Oh, he's trying to chop down the trip. Oh, Tank is a mess. He's bleeding bad.
He's in there by himself right now. He's going to stay that way for a little while longer with that chair now across the throat of the behemoth.
He is.
The next competitor in 5.
Remember, 2-minute intervals. I should have noted that, Rob. 2 minutes at this point.
And it looks like the Angel of Death has entered the match.
An extremely experienced War Games competitor, one of the heaviest hitters in the history of independent wrestling.
Azrael and Tank go all the way back to the Devil's Rejects, and these are the two starting it off for the Coven of the Goat, and now they're going to work on Campbell and Ison.
Man, the decision here, I think the Rev may have called an audible here, and I think it's a smart to get that heavy hit. There's no shade on Nathan Mowery, who's a lunatic, and Jaden Newman, one of the best wrestlers on the planet. You get that guy, that deep blood tie to come in and save his brother. I think that was the right choice here. I think they're strategically both playing a smart game, but it's a bloody game.
And it's proven to have definitely been the right choice so far. Campbell down in the corner. You can see Azrael with his arms around Brett Ison, keeping him in that bay. What the hell is Azrael?
Is that a gusset? Oh my God.
Yes.
No, that's like, oh. It's bad, that's bad. That's a bad one, Rob. So, yeah, they never feel good, but that was a really, you see how quick the blood started gushing out of the face? That's really the face. Some of that was down almost on the bridge of the nose.
But Ison still defiant until the very end. Oh, God!
We might, I mean, in a normal match, this would be it. If this was a normal match, here's the funny thing. Technically, the match hadn't started because until 4 people from both sides are in and that cage door's locked, it's not more than the match beyond. It's just a massacre. That's what it's a crime scene until then, Rob.
Once this next interval ends, will it be Lutha X or will it be Hardway Heeter? All I know is they're both on the outside right now, just gnawing at the bit, wanting to get in there and save their KOBK brothers. Azrael catches the hand of Sean Campbell with the stapler gun.
And he got, remember, I think that same hand is where that sickle was earlier.
The next competitor in 5, 4, 3,
comes that advantage back into play, and it looks like it's going to be Lutha.
Oh, it is Lutha. Former TWE Tag Team Champion, Lutha X. Yeah, he's right at it. Yeah, Lutha just aggressively in it. This is like this man's got a special ops background. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to say that on a public microphone. But you talk about a dangerous individual. Lutha X, go!
You can see that immediately, not going after one, going after both members of the Coven that are in this match, saving Brett Ison and Sean Campbell, going to work on Tank and Azrael. As now Campbell's up, and Campbell's got the chair right in the throat of Azrael.
Sort of an interesting observation here, Rob, as well. You know, Azrael was sort of called off the bench, the deep history of the Devil's Region, good God! But Lutha X we haven't seen in a long time.
Very long time.
KOBK needed somebody to come in and step up and reemerge. That was who they called.
That says an awful lot for both of those competitors. This feud has gotten so bloody, has gotten so personal. You had to dig deep and pull out 2 of the baddest that you could possibly find, and that chair just took out one of the baddest.
Now we know Heeter is going to be the last entrant for KOBK. We know that. Last year, it was a weird situation with Jaden Newman injured. We did not even know who the last person was going to be for the company. It ended up being the Rev. The Rev had to step up. But tonight, we know either Jaden or Nathan Mowery is next in. And it's going to be a tall order. When they get in there, they're going to have to run a whole rally by themselves.
And they're going to have to try to recover from the beating that KOBK has been continuing to put on. A lot of that being due to this advantage. They constantly get to keep this man advantage as the match goes on.
Got gang wars with the crowd tonight. Man, Ison's cut looks especially, I mean, Tank's is horrible too. There's a lot of blood already.
Absolutely brutal. That strike game of Brett Ison is absolutely no joke. Looking at the chop down Tank. Let's see who's up next. It looks like it's going to be Mowery.
Oh, it is. Mowery's coming in next. Mowery's coming in there. Now, he's the most inexperienced overall wrestler in this match, but he might be the craziest person in the match. He might be the most insane human in this match.
Right there with Sean Campbell, I would say, for KOBK. Nathan Mowery, the Killbilly himself, going to work on Ison. Here comes Lutha X, though. But Lutha X in chair shots from Mowery. Might be more inexperienced, but he is the freshest man in this match right now. Now he's got hands on Campbell.
Oh, he wants to pay him back for that brainbuster on the floor. That took Mowery out months ago. There's some sweet revenge drop.
Mowery has been thinking about that every day since Campbell took him out right there by our entranceway months ago. What the hell? He's got a clothes hanger now passed over by the ref.
Bad. That's real bad.
Fish hooking. Sean Campbell.
Oh, no. I mean, again, if Campbell were to submit right now, it wouldn't even count. I mean, that's the thing. Listen, we're still in the mauling phase of this match.
We still need Hardway, Heeter, and we still need Jaden Newman in this match before we are officially underway. At that point, we can get a victor. But even then, the way things are looking right now, Dylan, I think we're still going to be a very long way before we get any kind of resolution in this one.
An extremely long way. Oh! Well, the chair broke on his head. The chair broke on his head. That's a piece of steel.
And Azrael just ripping one of the legs off now.
That shouldn't even be physically possible. Actually, the laws of physics were just defied in the ring. We got Campbell. Campbell's been in there from the beginning of this match. I mean,
Campbell's been put through hell, and now he's got the goat horn.
Man, Campbell's
deer antler horn right against his head, and now the leg of the chair as well.
Campbell's a tough kid, but my God, how much he gonna take?
But now we have got the power play for KOBK.
Oh wait, he's got a barbed wire 2x4 in there. Now there's a lineage to that. For people who don't know, that lineage includes, righteous just includes Tank too. I mean, there's a roundabout history. There's a lot of history in this ring. Of course, Campbell and Heeter, former TWE champions together. Ison and Tank have kind of had on again, off again, years-long rivalry. Man, Azrael. Boy, something looked like it was almost sticking in his neck there. I don't know if that's the clothes hanger.
It is the clothes hanger.
Wow.
Just pulling it off, but now Lutha immediately back on the charge. That 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire across the head of Tank. And we saw just a few months ago, Tank and Brett Ison had an opportunity to both challenge for the Undisputed Championship, but this rivalry, this blood feud got in the way of either one of them taking home the Undisputed Championship.
This is chaos, and we know who the last man in is. That just occurred to me. The last man in is the person that was robbed of a chance to settle a score inside War Games last year with a freak injury, and a person that I know really wants to get his hands on KOBK after losing that captain's match. Jaden Newman is going to be the last. He's bad cleanup.
And the moral compass is just pacing on the outside, waiting for it, Dylan.
But look, man, look at how much. Look at what he's got to come into. I mean, Rob, he's a great wrestler. CJ Lawler's trying to pump him up. The Red's trying to pump him up.
There, I got it.
That short headbutt from Campbell.
Azrael trying to fight back, but Heeter right back with the staple gun. KOBK are the only one standing right now.
We gotta be getting close to 2 minutes. Jaden's got to be careful. He's got to be calculated. I know he's got that energy. Oh, he's driven by emotion.
He's got the two.
No.
Shiny Shoes opens the door, and here comes the ball. Compass.
Here he goes.
There goes straight.
The match beyond has now begun. It is now submit or surrender.
There's not going to be pinfalls. Ain't going to be DQ. Forget about that. It's going to be a surrender. The glass is full.
It is all out war. Some things are worth fighting for, and that is exactly what is driving Coven Of The Goat and KOBK. As you see, the ref going under the ring. What the hell
is that? A spike?
Yes, it is.
Is that a spike?
Jaden Newman with that spike in hand, he's staring daggers into Brett Ison.
That's you know, that when I think about it, there's a lot of people that have used that, but to me, that shades of the late, great Kevin Sullivan. Wind up for it, didn't get it. An evasion, these two. Oh, wait.
Now we've got the Coven on one side of the ring. We've got KOBK on the other side, now drawing the battle lines.
Energy is there, stakes are high, blood's flowing up,
and everybody down. KOBK all dropping down for the low blows.
It's legal. It is war. I said this is legitimate war. This is a battle until somebody quits. At the end of the day, that's what this is. Somebody's got to give up. Somebody's got to surrender. It's the only way out.
Campbell in the center of the ring. He says he's got payback coming for Tank.
Oh wait, I think Newman might have got spiked. In the chaos there, I think Newman might have got spiked.
He got spiked. Curve stomp for Tank.
Look at that, Ison's got the spike. I think.
And the spike back. He's throwing everything he's got, but right back with the spike.
Now at this point, it's chaotic in here, Rob. You've been doing a great job all night. Thanks for holding down the fort. But at this point, I want to reiterate, it is a match now. So it's really just a battle of wills. That's what we're seeing, a test of will.
And Jaden Newman had that spike dug into the forehead of Brett Ison, but Ison kicking low once again. And we see Azrael getting dropped with the Uranagi from Lutha X.
Now, one interesting observation you got to consider here, there's no bottom rope. To get that cage, there's no bottom rope. Something that changes the environment. I noticed that door that's in there just shifted a little bit. That actually makes that more dangerous, not less. Oh, you got a piece of wood like splinter into God knows what from the wrong angle. Oh, wait. He's got him all the way. He's all the way up. Oh, my God!
Razor's edge from the pit bull to Jaden Newman.
Man, the crowd got scared. On the impact round, everybody in the room got real scared in that moment. When Jaden hit the canvas, everybody was feeling that adrenaline rush, and it got scary. What are we doing?
Ison telling Shiny Shoes to open the door. What the hell is Ison got in mind? Oh, he sees another door.
Oh, wait! What the hell? Ref just blindsided him.
Mose going after the ref.
Oh, Mose is caught! Mose's got caught with that goat head.
Hey, get up. Tonight, you're the Coven of the Goat, bitch, Mose.
CJ Lawler laying the boots to Mose.
I don't know if the rest of KOBK's aware. I don't know if they're aware of what's happening. Brett chose to play his way out. And frankly, he chose to come off Heeter and Campbell for making a save at ICW almost a year ago, which is what got us here.
But now we've got all four members of the Coven of the Goat on the inside going to work on the three members of KOBK that remain inside the ring. What the hell CJ doing? CJ's got his hand for the tubes and he's passing.
Oh my God. It's bad enough as it is. We really need more glass.
I hate how this looks.
Here we go, bitches.
Now Campbell and Heeter being picked up by Tank. Right in the tubes with the almost worked.
Man, that spooky dust filling up the building here in the TWE arena. Looks like Ison is trying to get back in the ring. bad choice to leave the cage because you don't know what's going to happen.
He wanted to find some more plunder. He wanted to inflict more punishment. That is the price that he pays for trying to do so. As now the Coven of the Goat has been able to turn the tide. And now Newman beating Ison as Ison is just scratching and clawing his way back into the ring.
We got a crazy packed, sold-out crowd here. We thank everybody here. And I know some people are probably feeling really unfair. Look at the blood on that door. I'm not comfortable looking at that.
Oh! Crutch right to the head of Ison from Newman. Mowery sets up the door.
Well, I'm not. Is that door? What are they doing?
Got Campbell laid out across the door.
That's an awkward bridge because.
Look at Mowery. Mowery. What the hell is. No, he's not. Sets the elbow on fire. And drops it down on Campbell. His hand is still on fire. And the right hand catches Hardway Heeter.
He just. Man, I'm sorry, folks. I've been waving my microphone around because as somebody who's the matchmaker around here, I'm starting to regret this decision. But we had to settle this some way.
We had no choice. This is what it took. You know that's what it took. It was the same case when the Coven met the Deathmatch boys last year. And it's exactly that case now. And Mose is finally back to his feet, but he does not like what he's seeing right now in this ring.
And into the door! And folks, that cage is extremely solid, and it looked to me like the back of Lutha X's head hit the cage on when he drove through the door. They're trying to pull that door out.
We're stuck in the right way. You see, Mose going to check on Lutha.
Right here, baby. I got another one too.
Mowery going to work on Ison. Azrael's got Campbell.
Got him on the ground. Well, if he was conscious, he might submit. You can't submit if you're unconscious. I mean, that's a problem in a way.
Got the tape now.
Oh, does Tank have tape too? Oh, it looks like Tank is taping up Lutha. Azrael's taping up Campbell on the far side of the ring.
All members of KOBK down. And some taped to the cage. Azrael keeping hold on Campbell.
Man, Heeter's tied up too. They can't break loose. And Brett's, I think, the only one. Yeah, Brett's the only one who's not literally restrained.
He's got him tied up. Tied up tight. And Mose is right here.
And there's nobody that can save him. He's by himself. Oh, he's got the spike. Heeter was able to break through, but
the spike in the head of Ison. Mose is beside himself on the outside. He doesn't know what to do. There's nothing he can do. Spike in the head of Ison.
I'm never gonna give up.
Tank said if he doesn't quit, they're gonna kill him. If he doesn't quit, they're gonna kill him.
there's nobody that can save him. Mose.
I think this is being left in the hands of Mose. Ison will not quit. He will go down with the ship.
There's not going to be a stoppage. Somebody's got to submit. And Mose is going to have to.
Stop.
Mose throws in the towel.
But what a war. You're right, Rob. Let's just be honest. I've known Brett Ison for a long time. It's unfathomable for me that he would ever submit. Mose is a very close friend of mine. I broke him into the professional wrestling business, and the other person that really did was Brett Ison. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know what it's like to see somebody you regard as a true brother in that position. And whatever you want to say about Mose's choice, I have a hard time saying it was the wrong decision. I have a hard time saying that. I think he did the right thing.
I'm right there with you. This had to end. This had to end. Because if Mose didn't do anything, it would have ended a lot worse than what actually happened. And now the Coven of the Goat stands tall after the most vicious match in TWE's history. Right here on night 2 in the main event of 11 Years Strong.
Man, those guys are still on that cage, and I'm a little nervous because they're still in there, and I really was adamant that this had to be it. I was really adamant. Please, 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 let's stick to the promises we made. They're still trying to extract Lutha X from that cage. I think they finally got him loose.
That was awesome! That was awesome! That was awesome! That was awesome!
KOBK all now checking on Brett Ison.
Come on. You think we should just finish them all off right here? No.
Tank stopping the rev.
We done beat him, man. This shit's
Tank says it's over, done.
I think it's right. I hope all parties will stick to this. This was supposed to be settled this way.
Clear a path for them.
Marking the C.
Is this shit over?
Brett Ison, who has always been a man of his word. I've not agreed with every decision he's always made, but there's nobody in pro wrestling, no one, whose word means more to him than Brett Ison. Tank asked him, is this over? And he shook his head yes. And I believe him. And I thank God, because it couldn't go on any longer, Rob.
It has been the most dangerous year in TWE's history. It had to be the year that I started here, Dylan. But now, maybe if only for a little while, we might know some semblance of peace here in these hallowed halls of the TWE arena.
What an incredible two-day event, 11 years strong. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody watching, everybody watching at home, everybody here as well.
Coven of the Goat celebrating in the ring after vicious doesn't begin to describe it, but it's the word I'm going to use now, a vicious War Games match.
Wait a minute, what happened? No. We're not doing this. Oh my God! In a roundabout way, he's responsible more than anybody for the thing we just saw. Because it was him and Tremont that were taking it to Jaden and Tank. For Brett Ison call off the guards to make the six. Tank's facing him off. Champion of the world! Made his moment here! He made his presence felt! go to the back, try to figure out what we're going on. I'll let you sign off.
Dylan Hales, thank you so much for joining me for this main event. The only way that we could possibly close out 11 years of TWE. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in and using the hashtag TWE11YS on behalf of John Mosley, on behalf of Rob Leach, on behalf of Dylan Hales. My name is Rob Weathers, and we'll see you next time